Yeah, so all, if I remember correctly, all 3 forms of Getter Robo Arc, all have their own, stats. My main priority is, Getter 1. Oh, no, never mind. They share. Okay, good. Fuck. Yeah, my main priority will always be Getter 1, as Getter 1's the main form we will be using. Wait, what? What? Okay, so that's how that works. This is true, you have Infinity Koji at the start, who's rather chill. Yeah, Marbed is the closest we get until Bright. The door opens. This is the final level I know, because this was the end of the demo. Hey, we gotta see tokens for the 3 gets. Or 3 get machines. She's been homeschooled this whole time. Yeah, and I also like this because, again, unlike VXT and 30, where VXT and 30, we start with a lot of characters who are already veterans. They've already been fighting through multiple conflicts. Tobiah in V, as like our first recruited party member, had been through a lot. Same with Seabook and Ryoma, as well as Tetsuya. X, we started with the Nadia crew. Wataru was a rookie, but Wataru was, just kind of your typical hero adventure. Ignore the existential dread of the Gurren Lagann crew. T, we started with Tetsuya, and very quickly we got the Braves, before getting into existential dread of space monsters and Gunbuster. I mean, 30, so far, both of our initial teams here are rookies. They are completely new pilots. Getter Release has always been more on pure instinct, so they're good there. Drop the fancy pants governor voice. And I also like the fact that, like, these two have a kind of a dynamic going on right now. It helps incorporate her more into the story. Like, both, Ichika and, Chisei. It helps them both. Especially because they are the same age. Yeah. And his is all mostly train, like, probably simulations. I don't think he's got field experience. Like, so why aren't you going there? Because that is bullshit. I forgot. Just dead silence, dead silence, dead silence. So in grade school, my sister died. Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? Like, I get it. Like, she needs to talk about it, but like, fuck, I fucking love just the dead silence, and then just, so my sister died. Yeah, the Japanese government has issued a request for unconditional access. Yeah, so they want us to surrender the ship in 48 hours. Yeah, it does make sense. It's still just funny how that conversation goes. Yeah, so Commander Jin and the rest of the Satomi Laboratory staff have been like, nah, fuck it, they're good. Fuck no! They barely tolerate Jin being there. Like I said, Jin might be like the foremost expert on Geta Rays now because Saitomi's fucked off. Or dead. I forget what his status is currently. But, they only tolerate Jin because of the fact he's the expert on Getter. Yeah, it's not the New Earth Federation, but it is the Japanese government. Yeah, second level political organizations, it's mostly just the old countries in the old map. And that's the modern Japanese government. And that was what the Gundam fights were about. Oh god, I miss my announcer. The proxy conflict between the Earth, among all nations in the Earth Federation Assembly to determine seating composition of the parliament. Which is a kind of an interesting way to tie that in, because in G Gundam, they were just fighting for ownership of space, but now instead it was determining the seating composition of parliament. Which is interesting. Yeah. Of course, there were also non-EFF member nations, such as Britannia, that had their own power. The Gundam fights have not had a resurgence since the 13th Gundam fight. And the tournament was put on indefinite review. The 13th Gundam fight, of course, ends with the Dark Gundam incident. Yep. Which means the 13th Gundam fight was, of course, our boy Domon Kashu. Yeah, they won the whole thing. Domon won the 13th round, but what happened was, the Dark Gundam incident happened, and everything, basically, the results were determined null and void, and then, yeah, at that time, they had the Holy Britannian government screwing around, as was, yeah, the Order of the Black Knights tried to fight back, which would be Zero. Then there was the Titans, and of course, the AEU, which would be Camille and Mr. Quattro. We trust Quattro without a shadow of a doubt. He has done nothing wrong. He has never betrayed anyone. What the fuck do you mean? The evil emperor when he got off on live TV. This is true. Char. That's the thing I was talking about. Char is not explicitly a warmonger. Right now, he has no reason to wage war. Trey's and Milardo, who are both either... Well, we'll talk about those two later. That is also true. Trey's, Zex, and Char are complicated characters. Yeah. Yeah, no, they're hot-blooded super robot pilots. Yeah! No, it's fucking insane! And this is why I'm really excited to get Lelouch. We got a couple agents sneaking on board. Domo Kashu! And yes, he knows us. Yeah, we were just a little mook. We didn't contribute much to the Dark Gundam incident. Yeah, thanks to Hayes, we were helping contain the Dark Gundam incident. And yes, just like in Super Robot Wars T, the final battle was broadcasted live. Everyone saw it. The whole world knows. The whole world saw you declare your love for her. And that attack is in this game. Oh good, a stabilizing presence. If you haven't seen, the Senkia Love Tenyokin has returned to Super Robot Wars. And it's hopefully going to be just as busted as it's been. Yeah, so the Japanese government asked Domon to investigate the state of things on the ship. Yeah, they figured Domon could take the ship by himself. And And of course, she's a fan of Domon Kashu. They all are. He's the king of hearts. The deliverer of the world's greatest confession of love. He is never letting that shit down. You used to be pretty good at it. Aw. Yes, this is something I like about them using a post-scenario G Gundam. It's Domon he's a lot more, he's got some of the inner conflict, but he does serve more as a mentor figure to other pilots. They asked him to, but he never took the job. He's doing this on his own. Yeah, it would very much align with like what Master Asia wanted. Because Domon, at the end of it all, Domon didn't disagree with Master Asia. He disagreed with the methods. And yeah, the Shuffle Alliance, his priorities are more towards the Shuffle Alliance guardianship of world peace. He's not into like, oh no, we just work for the government. Nah, that's never been what the Shuffle Alliance has been about. And so he did come here with someone else. This is always the question with Domon. Is he traveling with Allenby? Nope, he's traveling with Raid. Yeah. Especially for what Rain... It's also surprised for what Rain's role is in this game. But we'll get to that in a moment. Yeah, it's a good thing she just got here, because God, she would have lost her fucking mind. Now we got some new characters. Yeah, we always talk about it from Domon's perspective. We never talk about it from Rain's. Yeah, I don't think they know about, like, the lesser parts. So, like, Kyoji's involvement or Rain's father. Yeah, he's part of it. He's part of the EFF. Yeah, there's no rank insignia, like bars or anything, on either of their coats. I mean, they were either, I think that means they were discharged. They were stripped of rank, maybe. Yeah, we recognize the squad emblem. Yeah, he's been through enough battles. He could tell she's our current captain. She's got potential, but she just doesn't. She doesn't have the. She's not a battlefield captain yet. Hey, we got some Universal Sentry mobile suits and some more Tauruses. Yeah, so it's probably Val-X again. Yeah, we need to prevent destruction. Deploy Dyna, Xenon, and Getter Robo. Yeah, Arc is the last one built by Dr. Satomi. Yeah, we have Arc, the balance form, which is piloted by Takuma. Kirik, the speed form. And Khan, the strong form, Baku. Or as I will refer to them as typically Getter 1, Getter 2, and Getter 3. I mean, if things go the way that they're looking, there is a possibility we could have 2, or actually 3 form-changing Getters. Because, they've already shown we're getting a new Getter Noir in the second DLC pack, and it's coming with a Shin form. If those ones can also change form, that will be crazy. Though I like the new Getters. Like, the first one they showed, it feels like a much more modern, redesigned version of Getter Black. And I love the revolver. And then there's Shin Getter Black, which just looks really vicious. And it's piloted by Ryoma, and the Ryoma voice actor from Armageddon has returned again. Domo Kashu in the Burning Gundam. And Rain is piloting the Rising Gundam. And Rising Gundam has a repair functionality, which makes sense. Rain is a mechanic. So there's one thing I need to change really quick now that we're here. Options menu, system, sound. BGM select, getter, burning. Oh, wait, it's not here? Fuck. Where the fuck is it? Let's see. So he's deploying with 107. Still, I don't think I need to reintroduce Domo Hypermode for it to even appear in sound settings. I'd like you to know exactly what ability I'm fucking looking for. So what I'm hearing is speed kills to Domon. Yeah, Domon doesn't... Yeah, Domon's in a state still where he's kind of lost on what he's supposed to do. Which is pretty common. Like, he was like this at the end of, in SRT also. I actually really do like Rising Gundam. I will say the cleaned up animations for burning are fucking phenomenal. Is it 130 for the morale or 120 for Domon's? This is true. There have been talks based on like one of the interviews leading up to this game's release. There's a chance that we could see the return of the Z trilogy. I've talked about it in, on another stream that they've said remakes are on the possibly on the table.
GUNDAM ファイトでなくともやることは一つ。そこだ。
Burning Strike looks really fucking good. This is true. Those are stolen machines. Yeah, the luminous types were very common after the war. The 31st Autonomous Corps. Yeah, she knows principal tactics, but she doesn't know enough battlefield tactics, which, like, you pick up from combat. She's too green. To quote Perfect Cell, "You're greed! I mean, look at... You're surrounded by people who... By this point, Goku had defeated several small armies, a demon king, and put a rabbit on the moon." And I did not make that last one up. I was probably fucked up that line, but I haven't watched that in a bit. Will I get a salary? Absolutely. We have a job. But there's one more machine making an appearance temporarily for this level. The Wing Zero. Piloted by Hero Yui. It's too much like her brother. It's a city. I won't use the Buster Rifle. He's not testing if any shelters are secure. For that. He's just acting as a combat commander. He's not handling the political situations. Sometimes things happen. And we've got some new weapons. And we've got some new abilities. We get some stat increases on both units. So, Hero Yui here is severely nerfed as he will not use the Buster Rifle. But he still has his Beam Saber. The Zero system is detecting something, but the situation's too unstable, so it can't come to a clear answer yet. In the center of it all is that ship. I love the wing movement. I don't think I can stress how good they are. I'm both terrible at explaining things. Now we have a linked energy cannon. That thing got fucking vaporized. Here is in a very similar situation to Buffet. He's only temporarily joining us, sadly. We haven't actually used this attack yet. A good old getter tomahawk. Yeah, it sucks that Hero won't use the beam saber or the beam cannon here, because without the Buster Rifle, a majority of his damage is pulled away. Oh, here we go! Okay, now let's check options, system. There it is. Okay, good. Good. I had to check. Is it the fact that it is left to that by default? They know. That's all. Welcome back, the erupting, burning finger. God, I love that attack. Like, there's just something about the erupting burning finger that just goes so fucking hard. I think it's the speech, the actual animation itself. Okay, so it's not it's not 1 point per. Okay, for the assist, it's a couple. Like, there, we got 2 points. No, that's shining. You're getting your speeches mixed up. Burning is this hand of mine, is burning with an awesome power. Yeah, it's this hand of mine is burning red. Its loud roar tells me to grasp victory. This hand of mine glows with an awesome power. A shining finger. I love G Gundam. I know this species very well. I also... Burning Gundam is one of my mains in SD Battle Alliance. As long as I'm not fighting a mobile armor. Because, holy fuck, Burning Finger hits hard. As long as you pay, knock yourself out. I don't think Takuma has money. But do you hear Shining Finger for like 25 episodes? That you don't get like the full speech until like, what is it? I'd say episode 6? Because there's Italy, his time in America, his time in China, his time in Russia, and his time in France. Yeah, episode 6. And that's when you first see Hyper Mode. Well, actually, that's not Hyper Mode. That's Super Mode. I actually do like that. That's thing I like about Gundam Breaker 4. Gundam Breaker 4 separates Hyper and Super Mode. And Super Mode's like a duller gold than Hyper Mode. So yeah, like things like retreat or engage, that's her call. He just says, fire here, blast this. Bye, hero. The wing pilots are all kind of off on their own. Yeah, this is true. Especially Wu Fei. Like, if we're gonna be honest, if you were to tell me Wu Fei and Hero went off on their own again, went off on their own again, I'm not surprised. They're always kind of the lone wolves of their team. Hero used to be a lot worse. Holy fuck. At least he's not. Fuck. Oh god, the beginning of Wing, the season always come to mind. Merlina sees him. It's like, did you see my face? Presses the button on the bomb on his chest. He's like, the fuck? Okay, plan B. Missiles. Fails. Jumps out of fucking 20th floor. A window of a 20th floor of a building. With a parachute duo. Pull the chute! Pulls it at the last minute. Breaks his leg. Or no, I don't even think he broke his leg. I think he just dislocated it. Because fucking Hero Yui is wild. Oh, and you can't ever forget ripping up the letter. I'll kill you. I love Wing. I've mentioned it during Super Robot Wars X. I have a soft spot for Gundam Wing because Gundam Wing was my first Gundam series. My personal favorite is still 00. But, Wing is still a very close. Wing, are you watching the dub or the sub? Because I'll be honest, with a few exceptions, Wing's dub is pretty solid. I think there's just one military commander that just has a bad voice. Everyone else is pretty good. Duo's is dub on Gundam Info. Duo's voice actor, I'd say from the get-go, was pretty good. Same with Hero's. Just because of the fact Hero is always... He's got the same inflections as the Japanese actor. Domon, in particular, when we come to dub versus sub, Domon is actually quite interesting to talk about, as Domon Kashu's English dub voice actor is not a voice actor, he's a fucking dentist. And also from Domon Kashu, he would go on to voice Mega Man X in X Command Mission and X8. And even funnier, the villains of both X Command Mission and X8 are voiced by Master Asia's voice actor. So you have this this dichotomy between these two from G Gundam, and they just kept it going. Also, I like Takuma here. For getting chummy, mind telling us about your master, Master Asia. And I do like this. What do you want to hear? Oh, wait. What do you want to hear about? Just personal curiosity. If that's if you don't mind. I like this. I like that Takuma doesn't want to know about, like, you know, what happened to Asia, Master Asia, like, you know, how he got when he started working with the Dark Gundam. It's just, I just want to know about him. And Domon gets to talk about Master Asia in a positive light. Because even everything before the Dark Gundam, he was still a good guy. He was a martial arts master who trained Domon. He still sees Master Asia in a very positive light. Or at least he does now that he's through the turmoil of the Dark Gundam incident. Yeah, we're a varied bunch right now from all walks. We've got 2 super robots and 2 real types. And then whatever the fuck mine counts as. The ninja is kind of different. The ninja's always well, the ninja in general, the OG units in general tend to be hybrids. She's just offering rooms. She kind of reminds me a little bit of, like a rougher Chitose from, Super Robot Wars V. Like, if she didn't, if she wasn't the fresh-faced rookie. Not in the slightest. She's one of the survivors, so I feel like she just thinks I don't know their story yet, but if I have to guess, the only reason she survived might be because of him. And despite him not wanting it, she probably wants to help him. I gotta agree, he's got his priorities straight. Oh, here we go, the emergency announcement. I should mention, this is the end of Chapter 1. Oh yeah, we're all expecting the war. It's been happy. Here's the thing. The death of Lelouch happened a year ago. So half a year after that, 6 months after that, we had the establishment of the New Earth Federation. So the New Earth Federation has only been around for 6 months. I don't know if the Preventers exist. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. But, he's, disbanding the government. He does. I think, the artist who drew this guy also drew the agents we've been killing. Yeah. So yeah, he's basically just saying, oh yeah, we're disbanding the New Earth Federation. All the other old governments are back and have their, power again. And yeah, the personnel and equipment is based on the funding they already had, so... And he's creating the new League of Nations. So essentially he's just creating the UN. Something like this, though, I can imagine Char's not looking at it too happily. Suzaku probably isn't too happy with this. Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine Char and Suzaku are probably not happy. Zex is probably not too happy. Haman probably could give two fucks. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Haman is planning Axis Shock. Though, I always kind of would put the Axis Shock more on, Glemmy. Which, sadly, he won't be appearing because Double Zeta's not in this. Yeah, this could end up like the Warring States. We're going independent. Look, I would like to say this is the craziest thing that any member of this cast will do with, you know, a mobile city-state. But the Luge still takes the fucking cake of, I'm declaring the United States of Japan in this single room. Reminder, he did that. That was a thing Lelouch did, because fucking Code Geass is insane. God, I love Code Geass. Victory, the World, and the Unknown. BWX. And the Y and Z are what comes after those. Nah, I have a better name. Because we're prepping to fight. They're prepping to fight that fucking lizard. The AGF, the Anti-Godzilla Force. I'm kidding. Union. I like this better. Oh, God. I cannot wait to see Godzilla. New Earth Federation, found to give the world a new chance at hope, has crumbled after scarcely half a year. As it does, a new path opens. The mobile city state, A Advent. The choices Echika made to... Oh, wow, I just went. But with that, we are now in Chapter 2. Oh, shit! Okay, so we're just going right to him. I guess I need to keep going? What mission do they become available?